Hey, Warren Ross, estate planning attorney, and I know that you're all really jealous of my really nice pink tie here. I got this for $5 at Ross because I like to find discounts sometimes. Sometimes you can get something really nice at a discount. That doesn't really apply to estate planning documents. I talk to some people sometimes who, instead of paying me to create documents for them, they want to go on the internet and try to print something off and use that. You can do that, but that's a really poor decision to make, because at that point you're trusting everything you've worked your entire life for to some document you printed off the internet. Who knows who put it together? And you're filling it in. You might not know all of the details, everything that needs to be considered. Really not a good idea. Some people will use things like the Susie Orman program, where you're supposed to answer questions and they put together a document for you. I have a couple clients, they're both doctors. They try to use that program, and they're really smart. They're not just doctors, they own several businesses. They're really successful people, really smart people. They went through it twice and they eventually gave up and came to me and paid me to put everything together for them. So a lot of those programs aren't really user friendly, and yeah, they're really discounted, but think about what you're getting. A lot of times you get what you pay for. You don't necessarily need to have the most expensive thing. You don't really want to have the cheapest thing. Where you want to be is right in the middle, where you're getting quality for a good price. So with a lot of these programs that you can buy, I think even Office Depot sells a CD where they'll put together a trust for you. Why would you trust that? Who put that together? And is it good for your state? A lot of these rules and laws are state specific, especially with wills and powers of attorney. It needs to be state specific. But even with a trust, even though trust law is federal, there's a lot of state rules and laws that apply to trusts created for Georgia. So you need someone to put things together for you who knows what those rules and laws are and to walk you through the whole process. One of the issues with just putting things together for yourself is that you might not know the questions to ask. You don't know all the details, all the things that need to be done to avoid possible issues in the future, because this is not something that you do every day. But this is my job. This is all I do. So I know what questions to ask, and as long as you can tell me what you want to have happen, I'll figure out a way to make it happen. Because legal language, as you may have seen at some point, is not the easiest thing to understand. There's a lot of things that we have to consider when we're wording these things very carefully. So think about it before you go buy some cheap program. The other issue, especially with the Susie Orman program and a lot of these other online programs, is that once you get done, they create a document for you and then they tell you to take it to an attorney in your state to add state-specific language. So you're getting a document that most people are going to assume is the end. No, they want you to take it to an attorney to add in all the language that changes yearly, and they don't know what it is, they don't want to sell it, so they're telling you to take it to someone else. So if someone brought me one of those trusts, what I would tell them is that it's going to take me much longer, and it's ultimately going to be more expensive for me to go through it and pick out what needs to be added, what needs to be taken away, what needs to be changed, than it would be for me to just put together my own documents for you. I put together my documents, I know where things are supposed to go, so I can put those together pretty quickly. But if I have to go through someone else's documents, pick everything out, and change all the things that need to be changed, that's going to take a long time. It's going to ultimately cost you more than it would have to just set up your documents correctly with an estate planning attorney in your state. So a lot of these discount options seem like a good idea. They're really not. You can get a discount will, you can get a discount trust. But again, you're trusting everything you've worked your entire life for to that document. When you pass away, that document controls all your assets. You want to make sure that it's a good document and created by someone who knows what they're doing. So if you're curious about estate planning, you want to know a little bit more about setting up a living trust or just basic wills, powers of attorney, whatever it may be, please call our office. My number is 678-250-5800. 4281, and you can find me at orrinrosslaw.com.